Hello, my name is Master Trams, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, first off, apologies for the noise. There are a load of trucks just off screen, which for some reason are a little broken, and as far as I can tell, they are identical to every other truck I've done with the method I showed off last week, but they just don't want to work. Anyway, on the topic of trucks, because we are on the Zest Husky maps, and it is ripe with freight potential. So last episode, we spent a lot of time looking at freight. Now, some of you might have noticed that a couple of weeks ago, I was on a live stream with Master Hellish as part of his new Season 12. And, I learned quite a lot, including about how to make freight profitable. So I've scrapped all of last week's work. Yeah, I scrapped it. And I'm now adopting a new strategy. When the trucks actually stay in the depot, instead of wandering about aimlessly, it does actually work. It's actually profitable. And it will involve much shorter train journeys, which will allow them to be a bit more profitable. But yeah, otherwise, it's got potential. Now, I must also thank a user named Wizarth, who left a couple of very insightful comments on my last video. Some of his tips have gone straight into the order list for this new strategy I'm using. So that's last episode. What are we doing this episode? Well, we are heading up to Tanning Head again, and we are going to be building a massive triangle from Tanning Head in one corner to Kenningwell in the top corner, and then to Brintown in the opposite corner. So the bottom of the triangle makes the Southern Mainline, and the two other sides are two branches to Kenningwell, which I am quite enjoying thinking about. I do also want to build a depot somewhere along this route today. Not quite sure where yet, but we'll see how that goes. So anyway, should we get on with it? So just before we do that, I feel I should address these trucks here. So if I just grab one of them and show you their orders list. So some of this is inspired by Wizarth, but if I then grab this vehicle's orders list, just so you have a point of comparison, and crucially an orders list that works, notice how these arrows remain sitting on the bottom order. Whereas you look at this one, the arrow remains sat on the depot order. And I don't quite know why. As far as I can see, these are exactly the same. Well, not exactly, but I don't see any difference in the conditional orders. But for some reason, these trucks refuse to stay in the depot. So I'm just going to do a quick scroll through these orders, and if any of you want to pause and take a look, you're more than welcome to. If you can find a potential solution to this, please tell me in the comments. I cannot wait to get this sorted. So first off, let's bring this out to here so you can see everything. Yeah, that should work. So yeah, here we go. Right, and with that, let's go to somewhere quieter. So the plan for today is to build 3 lines. From Tanninghead to Bryntown, from Tanninghead to Kennywell, and from Kennywell to Bryntown. So, you know, seems pretty easy. So I'm going to start off by building Kennywell Station, since it's kind of at the centre of this all. And I've already decided where I want it to be. So I am going to put Kennywell Station here. So if I bring out the road menu, here. So, first off, so building buffers, and then 5. Then non-track stations. There you go. So, well, first off, let's just get these buffer stops in. And then you can't see that, but oh well. And then we're going to do the same here. And then like this. And there is space for the signals. And this is just going to be Kennywell. Yeah, so this won't be getting mainline, or like, well no, it will be getting mainline expresses, but it won't be getting the 7-tile trains, which I do have a couple planned. Because if you remember back to episode 1, in the original plan, this was going to be on the main line. This was going to be one of the 2 termini. That has since been scrapped and it's been demoted to a branch, but it will still be getting express trains. So yeah, we are now just going to try and bring this line out of Kennywell without doing too much terraforming. So Slanton is probably going to have a station on the line to Tanninghead. I don't think there'll be many on the way to Bryntown, but we'll see. So 6. Yes, that is the line to tanning head now complete. Now, first I'm going to build the main line to Brintown. And then we will consider the depot. But at the moment I'm thinking this space looks rather nice. So I guess the first decision to make is where is the station in Brintown going to be? Where can I put it without demolishing too much? You know what? I think I found a spot. So, yeah, it will involve a little bit of demolition. Yeah, so then if we put it here, and I mean we can have a bait platform, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, there you go. So I am now going to do this, which will make Brintown somewhat unique. And then there's a bay platform. So what can we do to decorate this? Well, first off, we can have a big shelter there. And actually, what does this look like? No, not that good. What about this? Not really. So then alright, let's go for a kiosk. So then of course you've got the fruit platforms. So non-track stations. Sorry, non-track stations. And we can put this here. So yeah, I mean, doesn't feel that Zest Husky, but it does the job, I feel. And no, this will do. I don't want everything to look like a copycat, even if most of them will do. So, oh, that is perfect. So, this is going to be 125 miles per hour. Ah, yeah, cantilever. So it should be obvious there aren't going to be any else. Unless we can fit one in at Narnway on Sea. Such as at the hotel. Oh, that is again perfect. How do I keep doing this? So when you continue down this way, if I can place the right tracks, there you go. So yeah, one station at Narnway on Sea, and then that is the main line done. So now we've just got to work out Bryn Town to Kenningwell. You know what? I've just had an idea of how to do this. Which, again, I feel like I say this quite a bit, could work rather well. It involves branching off here. Yeah, that's an industry. So we don't want to touch that. Though, I've just had another idea. No, we're not doing trams just yet. They will come in a future episode, but so this isn't going to be a main line, so I feel quite happy just leaving in a level crossing. I'm just going to leave space for something. Oh, come on, I hadn't even considered that factory. And so yeah, then coming down here. So yeah, I think that works rather well. So yeah, let's build the stations, think about that depot, and call it a day pretty much. Now that these lines are done, we can now do the signalling. And well, this one is obviously going to be at 125 miles per hour. So here's a signalling almost done. So this is going to be speed restriction 125. And this will be speed restriction 90. So still relatively fast, but and yeah, then 100 miles per hour. So then speed restriction 100 miles per hour and speed restriction 90 miles per hour. And finally this one, speed restriction 40 miles per hour and speed restriction 100 miles per hour. Right, now for that depot. So we know for a fact that only trains 5 or shorter will be stopping here. There you go. So then we've got 6. So then we've got space for 10 units here. Which should be plenty of room. So yeah. This could be a fairly significant depot, at least for but there you go. Right, now to actually build the thing. Right, so DWE is down here, platforms. And yep. And then Kenmore East. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, then buffers all along here. And yeah. So now well, first off, I'm going to put down a road here. Which will go like this. Oh, there you go. So that will be the access road from the depot, which just ends nowhere. And now, can we put this anywhere? Yeah, there you go. Right, now for these sheds. What you're going to be put there. So that is the main maintenance area. Then like this. Otherwise everything just has a basic fuel pump. Actually, let's go one in every two. There you go. Meanwhile, the remaining two, just have a little platform to console themselves with. Yeah, so that, if we rename this to Kenningwell Depot, I think works really nicely. And yeah, that will serve us long into the future, I think. So yeah, I'm going to go away and add the services and decide which services need to be added. Feel free to comment down below if you could find any suggestions for those truck orders. And well, if you've enjoyed this video, which if you've got this far, I would hope you have, then could I please ask that you consider subscribing to the channel? I would greatly appreciate it. And if, while you're down there, if you could also like the video and share it with your friends, that would be fantastic. But until next time, goodbye.